Hey Luna, do you want to try a pear? What do you think? Nah. No good? What if I leave it here? Are you communing with the bear? Gorgeous.
Hey crew, welcome back to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local light worker. I'm a tarot reader and an astrologer, and I'm very happy to welcome you to another PickACard reading. This is a reading on the topic of who are your protective spirits. I need to admit that as a person that is on the spiritual path, I do have my moments when I wake up overwhelmed with fear. Since the war between Ukraine and Russia has been happening, as you guys know, I live in Romania, so Ukraine is a neighboring country with Romania. I have been having these morning panic attacks. But what has been keeping me steadily through this, what has been placing me every time back into my center, back into my heart, and what has been helping me keep my heart open in spite of all the pain that I'm feeling at the moment as I'm empathizing with the Ukrainian folk, has been my faith, and it has been my undying belief that I'm supported by a group of protective angels and spirits and ancestors. Few of you actually have been having conversations with me about the nature of these spirit guides. Who are the gods and goddesses, angels, ancestors, protective entities that form part of your spirit crew? We're going to find out all of these beautiful things today in this PickACard reading. So I have 3 choices for you from the Heavenly Bodies Astrology deck. But before I show you the options, a word from our awesome sponsor, Keen. I'm excited to be partnering with Keen, who's sponsoring today's video. Keen provides access to vetted tarot readers who will give you a reading through their app or website. Keen readers are available 24/7. There's always someone online. You can also easily schedule a call with a reader. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 10 minutes for only $1.99. Pricing then depends on which reader you choose, and the services are backed with a satisfaction guarantee. Each week, Keen sends its users discounts on readings. This makes Keen one of the most affordable ways to regularly get a tarot reading. If you're one of my many viewers who already use Keen, check your email to see this week's discounts. Get your first 10 minutes for only $1.99 at the link that I inserted in the description box below. Try keen.com/spiritualsocial. Let me show you the options that you can choose today from. So we have here the Sun card for Crew 1. We have for Crew 2 the Saturn card. And for Crew 3 we have the Jupiter card. Now, I have selected these cards specifically because they represent astrologically protective forces in the natal chart of any person on this planet. Jupiter is the great benefic, the one that teaches you in a very loving, very sweet way, in a very fun and adventurous way. Saturn is the one that protects you by limiting you, by slapping your hands. Do not touch that. Do not engage with that. It is a bit of a tough love parent, but it is a protective energy nonetheless. And the Sun is basically protecting you through the sheer light that you emanate in your surrounding environment. The Sun is that energy of optimism and lust for life and happiness that just basically, you know that feeling when you're happy and you just tend to push energy outwards. You don't have people coming necessarily, into you and overwhelming your personal boundaries, but you just radiate energy outwards and you destroy the darkness around you. So take a moment now to truly reflect on which of these three options pulls you in the most. And if you have made a choice, then I look forward to seeing you at your pile. Hey Group 1, welcome to your reading. I'm so happy to have you here today with me, my beautiful, beautiful Sun Crew. So this is for those of you that were drawn to the Sun heart energy here. A heart covered with roses on this bright, clear, beautiful day. Things coming full circle. Just the energy of joy, optimism. You know, I did it my way. So you guys, I think you're very generous beings. I think you're quite creative, artistic, sensitive, empathic. I want to say with some empathic tendencies, not necessarily full-blown heyokas, but I have a feeling some of you might be, but I have a feeling that you guys just give from the heart. You wear your heart on your sleeve. You call it as you feel it. You know, you don't really hide a lot of things about you. There's nothing mysterious or hidden about you. Or if it were in the past, now you're making the decision to just radiate more light, to just show people who you really are. You know, all bets are off. You're no longer hiding who you are. This is a step forward into living your true, authentic self. So if you are drawn to this energy, this is the energy that you are bringing into your life at the moment, or you are already manifesting it in your energy. Yeah. So let's see. Who are your protective angels, spirits, ancestors? I have a lot of cards here for you. So we're going to look first at the goddesses. Who are the protective feminine deities that guard over you? Okay, so we have here Saraswati, and it says here, she is the goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. You guys definitely are the creative types. You are supposed to be the pioneers in your specific area of work. You could be great artists, singers, dancers, performers. You could be researching something really interesting in a university environment, right? You could be collecting data. You could be analyzing interviews. You could be putting together the next big invention that could potentially help humanity. Yeah, I'm getting here my Aquarians, my Libras, my brainy kids, yeah. But I'm also getting here my Pisces, my Leos, my Cancers, my Scorpios. This is my cool crew, the crew that likes to go with the flow and pick up an emotion and then create something with it. You guys burn, you burn for something. There's a passion in your heart. There's a song in your step. You know, there's something here about tapping into the energy of the divine and co-creating with it, you know, receiving downloads all the time, like Tom Waits, you know, while he was driving a car. So there is the energy here of a maverick creator, a pioneer. Let's see, right now, I need to stop smiling, but I'm having a really good day. It's been so sunny here in my place and I really enjoyed it. So we have here Kali, wow, the fierce head of the goddess Durga. Normally she's quite domestic and loving, but when she is threatened, when what she loves is being attacked in an unjust way, the head of Durga transforms into Kali, this really vengeful, skull-clad energy that is cutting the head of the opponent in order to teach him a lesson in humble pie. And I'm just saying him, apply it liberally, it could be it could be she. But Kali is the justice bringer. She's the one that enters into conflict in order to sever it dramatically, to put an end to it quickly. So you guys could be quite bold. You could be quite direct. You could tell people very quickly, nah, I'm not interested in this project. I'm not interested in dating you. I'm sorry, you know, not for me. And some people might take offense with that. But I see that Kali protects you. You guys are also protected from hubris. You're protected from becoming too arrogant, too way up in your proverbial behind, yeah? You are being kept with your feet firmly on the ground because your modesty is meant to be shared with the divine. When you are modest, when you are grateful, when you are open, especially from the heart place, the divine can actually inspire you with so many beautiful ideas. Ideas to create love around you, ideas to create prosperity, ideas to give to other people so that in return you can access the law of abundance and receive. So Kali is keeping you humble and sweet, and it's also protecting you from sycophants, naysayers, chaos addicts, you know, energetic vampires, all of that nasty stuff that belongs in the darkness. Kali makes sure that it is kept there. She's shutting the trapdoor on any negativity, you know, any yicky blobs. Okay, so we have here as well Freya, ooh, the goddess of love and war. So again, this is a dual energy. I'm getting a very strong Piscean, Neptunian energy from you guys. Freya is also the counterpart of goddess Venus, Aphrodite. She's the Nordic counterpart of the Greco-Roman goddess of love. But she has this additional warrior-like energy about her, very Amazon-like, very fierce. And I'm getting the sense that you guys could be Libras, Taurus. I wanted to say Taurian and Taurus at the same time. Yeah, you guys might multitask. You might like to do two things at the same time. I'm hearing that some of you might like to entertain two lovers at the same time because you cannot decide. Hey, my Libras, hey, my Pisces, okay? I know what you're doing. But Freya is helping you make bold choices, yeah? Because we have here the keyword boldness. So Freya is really helping you step into this energy of confidence. Be confident enough to say, you are the one I want. You, I'm sorry, but I'll have to get a rain check on that, you know. So you have here Saraswati, Kali, and Freya. You're very philosophical, wise. You can be quite cutting, you know, you can be quite firm when the situation requires it. But there is a beautiful duality of darkness and light playing out inside of you. Some of you could have Mars in the first house. You could have a Mars in a Venusian energy. This is all represented by this beautiful array of goddesses that are protecting you, yeah? So make sure that you create altars where you honor these three goddesses, or at least one of them. 1111 when I said that. Yeah, manifesting together with these gorgeous energies. Now, let's see. These are the angels and ancestors that are by your side. We have here, ooh, Anubis, the arbiter of truth. You might have seen my previous PickACard reading, which I published last week. Those were messages from departed loved ones about the chaos we are in. Maybe you have chosen Anubis there because I used him in that reading as well. So he keeps popping up for me. I'm starting to fall in love with Anubis's energy. So this is the god of the underworld. He is the one that weighs your soul against the feather of justice, Maat's feather of justice. He shares the domain of the underworld, the land of Duat in ancient Egypt, with his uncle Osiris, the god of the underworld and fertility. But Anubis was more about the preparation of transmitting the soul into the afterlife. He was honored by priests due to the embalming process and summoned in those practices. We have here preservation, neutrality, and obligation. Anubis helps you keep important people in your life. If you're too willing to, let's say you're trigger happy and you want to block a lot of people because you're picking up that they might not be good for you, Anubis is helping you maintain connections with people that could be karmically involved with you. So Anubis will not let you let go of somebody before the karma has been vanquished between the two of you. So sometimes Anubis might pressure you to stay into connections that involve effort, a lot of responsibility and hard work until you have completed the karma. And then I feel like it's almost the energy of somebody putting a hand on your shoulder, patting you on the back. Well done. You completed that difficult relationship. Now you are released. Now you can go and play with other people that feel lighter, better. There is more ease in the connection between you and somebody else. And it's interesting how I tripped over that thing. I think that sometimes Anubis works on you on the throat chakra. Sometimes you might find it hard to say certain things because it's like you're blocked from saying it. Anubis is the one behind that, okay? It's keeping you from putting your foot in the mouth. My Sagittarians out there. I completely empathize with this energy because I'm a moon in Sagittarius, and sometimes what I say is like, whoa. Anyway, so we have here Israfel, the angel of song. Wow, talk about a beautiful singing voice. Talk about calm, soothing energy. Israfel is actually the equivalent of the judgment card, the major arcana in tarot. This is the angel that sings, announces the troops, the legions of God usually. He works closely with Archangel Michael as well. As you guys know, Archangel Michael is summoned into battle in order to defeat demons quite frequently. And Israfel is the one that foretells, announces, declares, wakes up everybody and lets them know that something big is about to happen. I feel that there is a fated force at work in your life, and you are not given that much free will as other counterparts around you. Sometimes you might feel that no matter how much I try to achieve something, there is a higher force that is blocking your path or holding your words from coming out. Yeah, we have Anubis here. Or that in order for you to do your work, you do need to tap into a higher divine energy. You need to also make very good friends with your shadow self. Yeah, Freya, duality, war and love. So I feel that Israfel is sometimes waking you up. If you're in moments of deep lethargy, if you're in moments when you're just like, I don't know what to do with myself anymore, I'm just a little bit too cozy, too comfortable, well, there might be a tower moment happening in your life, a moment of deep awakening. Or you might suddenly get the realization, I don't like anymore what I'm doing. I need to change. I need to evolve. It's Israfel, the angel of song. The other energy that we have, the dancer of reconciliation. I have the feeling you guys break up quite easily with people because you can be quite trenchant, right? You can be quite direct and bold. We had the Kali energy over here. So you can actually cut people out of your life quite quickly. But at the same time, you easily forgive them. If there has been a misunderstanding and the person is honest and clear with you, you quickly admit that you are wrong and you can restore that connection. You can burn bridges very quickly. You can mend the same bridge as quickly. There is a beautiful energy here that the dancer of reconciliation is bringing into your life. The energy that dances around you. That's why it's a dancer. So it's very dynamic. It's movable. And it helps you remain flexible with forgiving other people. Now, we also have here the animal guardian. This is trust your instincts. So you could be an animal lover. You could fight for animal rights. You could have a lot of pets. I feel like those of you that have chosen this pile, there's a playful, very healthy inner child nature inside of you guys. It's normal because you were drawn to the sun. The sun, Leo energy, right? The fifth house. There is a very strong vibration here of a person that attracts animals. You could be an animal whisperer, so you can speak the language of animals. You just get them, you know, you get them on an instinctive, playful, heart-based level that no one else gets them. Or maybe people of the same nature as you, of the same fabric, the same soul fabric as you, get them. So you could own a lot of pets, you could work in a profession like a veterinarian, or you could work for an organization that protects animals like World Wildlife Fund. There is something here about you potentially even wanting to start your own NGO, non-governmental organization to protect these animals and animals' rights. So you are very good at getting in touch with a variety of animal spirits, and I'm really curious which animal spirits you'll get. I'll get to this in a second, but I need to show you the other ascended master energy that I have here. This is less of an ascended master and more the divine energy that binds everything together. This is pure love, the Shekinah, the divine feminine, yin energy. Everything that brings people together, moments of deep surrender when our ego crumbles and all we have is our pure, vulnerable, loving self, full of light and appreciation. This is the Shekinah, the sacred self, our higher being. And for a second, again, are you guys eating something while watching this? I don't know, because there is something here about your voice. It's beautiful, but it might be constantly, you guys could be constantly silenced by other people around you who just do not have the same sensitivity as you. I'm sending you lots of light, okay? You chose the sun for a very good reason. You are able to push those people away. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. How beautiful is this energy? I strongly suggest that you don't give up on people, you don't give up on yourself. No matter how difficult life becomes, you can be even more difficult in pushing back the resistance, okay, my love? So the Shekinah, the divine principle. In some cases, if you're Christian, this is the Holy Ghost, yeah? And now the final part, your animal spirits. So we already had the animal guardian here, and we have 3 cards here for you. We have the elephant as your protective energy. This is the gorgeous energy of Lord Ganesha, the god with the head of an elephant. And this is the remover of obstacles. You are able to overcome any dark situation and bring light into it. You see the elephant is emerging from the shadows in full bright light, and it is carrying this torch. This is Agni, the inner fire of creation. You have got some amazing creator capacity. You need to start working with them. For a second, I wanted to say milking them. milk your assets. Oh my God, I'm tripping over my words. It's all this Pisces energy is in the sky, guys. And also because I don't have that much light, and I'm trying to kind of deliver these messages quick to you so that you can still see me in the video. Anyway, we also have here the Ace of Acorns, Aries. I was wondering when it was going to show up, because all of this creative energy, Leo, Pisces, Aries, it's like energy, just creative energy just emanates out of you. It emerges out of you in violent bursts, almost. Like, I think that you guys can from time to time might feel possessed by this entity. I constantly feel possessed by a creative spirit, and it's kind of like I need to stop whatever else I was doing. If I'm grocery shopping or talking to my mom or like paying my bills, I really quickly need to be in a space where I can create. So it can come, this creative energy can come in a very violent way, almost like I need to express myself, you know. And I think that you love with the same passion. It's like I need to be next to the person that I want right now. We have here creative force and confidence. So when in doubt, confidence is your key to success. Keep that in mind, group 1, okay? My lovely Sun crew. The final card I have for you. I'm sorry if this reading is too long. I hope you stayed with me until the end. I appreciate you. Look, the grasshopper with the crown. We have here, take a leap of faith, grasshopper spirit. Summer is an especially lucky time for you. You could be born in the summertime if you're a Leo or a Cancer. There is the energy here of when you hear crickets, grasshoppers, when you are outside in some sort of like swampy meadow, that's when you can replenish the most. Maybe you need to travel to swampy meadowlands. I would assume someplace in Cornwall or Florida, for example. Maybe you need to visit alligator land. There is an energy here of being outside, insects that make a lot of noises in the summertime when nature is bursting with life. That is when you replenish your energy, and that is when you feel protected by nature. You feel held. Wow, okay, my beautiful Sun crew, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Please take great care of yourself. I hope that now you have met your fantastic protective family. And yeah, I hope that you work with their energies. They are there for you to access them. You're a powerful creator, but they do need you to allow them into your life. They need your consent in order to help you. So take advantage. Mwah! Hey group 2, hey my loves, I'm so happy to have you here with me. Welcome to a pick a card reading on the topic of who are your protective energies, spirits, deities, angels, ancestors. We're going to go through quite a large number of spirits that are protecting you in this period. So if you are feeling a little bit lost or afraid, or you don't know whom to summon, whom to dedicate an altar to or a prayer to, maybe this reading today can inspire you to not only hear about the deities that might resonate better with you, but also to do some research of your own and see if they really fit with you, okay? Take this as just the starting point. So this is for those of you that were drawn to Saturn. You guys could be Capricorn, you could be having Saturn on the ascendant, you could have a Capricorn moon, Capricorn sun, Capricorn ascendant, or Venus in Capricorn, yeah? So you guys are very serious. There is an energy of protective spirits that might sometimes block you from getting what you want because it might not be good for you, right? Just like in the Rolling Stones song, right? I can't get what I want, but sometimes I find I get what I need. So Saturn is a little bit of a hard taskmaster. It puts a lot of pressure on your shoulders in order to do your best and reach mastery, reach excellence. It demands a lot from you. It separates you from a lot of life's pleasures. It ages you sometimes, but it also rewards you with something solid. When you create a name for yourself by working with Saturn's energy, you will be known even beyond your grave. whatever work you do with Saturn energy, it will endure the test of time. So the energy of feeling restricted, but also feeling that life is bringing you a lot of experiences. You're gaining wisdom through the struggle, and you're learning about hard work and patience, yeah, in this incarnation. So let's see right now, as you are undergoing this process, who is by your side, who is guarding you. And we're going to begin first with the goddesses. I'm going to do it the same as with group 1. Who are your leading ladies, okay? The deities, the women, the feminine energies that you can work with in your life. Wow, Khadija or Khadija. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce it correctly. So we have here the mother of believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. Use these as affirmations, guys, okay? Use them before going to bed or upon waking up so that you can have a wonderful start to your day. So maybe you come from a country that is Muslim. Maybe you are a true believer, a true worshiper. I feel that a lot of you were educated with very strong, solid traditional beliefs, which is quite surprising that we meet here on the Spiritual Social, but I'm really happy that you're here and you're engaging with the occult. So I feel that there is a very protective, traditional, and warmly feminine energy in your life. It's like, it's kind of protecting over celebrations, over domestic achievements. And I'm hearing it's even helping you develop some pretty awesome cooking skills. So yeah, this is the first deity that you can raise an altar to, say a prayer to, because she is by your side. Yeah. Beautiful. Let's see the next one. Wow, Yi, the sun. Maybe you guys were drawn to pile 1. Okay, some interesting correspondences with pile 1. So we have here the deity that created life. This is amazing, amazing energy. So Yi comes from Aboriginal Australia, and it is the creative principle of life. It is basically everything that gives warmth, that helps plants grow, that helps cultivate all of the lovely energies around us. I'm feeling a very calm energy with you guys to a bigger extent than with group 1, who is much more passionate. I feel like you guys are very grounded, very earthy. You can be quite sensual, and Yi is helping you light up from within. It's like, no matter how difficult your circumstances can become, there is something incredibly pure and innocent about your heart. You are there is something preserved about you. And I had to expel some air, sorry about that. Something preserved. It's like the pressures in your life are helping you become a diamond. They're helping you become golden. And you will reach the state of feeling quite protected, loved, and relaxed in life. Even better, the older you grow, right? In your golden age, in your golden years. Some of you could even be attracted to the show Golden Girls, right? And Betty White, one of the leading ladies in that show, she was a Capricorn Sun, right? So there are some correspondences here that I'm picking up on. You guys are developing a lot of wisdom in this incarnation. So be thankful for all of the hardships that you might need to endure. At the same time as you are challenged, I also feel that you are being kept steady on your path. And every time that you might take a detour that pushes you away from the career you feel you are destined to be on, from the person you feel you are destined to be with, you are being snapped back into the place. It's like, even if you take detours, even if you doubt yourself, you're being put on your destined path over and over again by the calming energy of Saturn, who wants you to do your best and puts you back on track every time when you deviate. And we also have here, and also Yi lights the way. So no matter how dark things get, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel for you. And we also have, wow, speaking of light, Amaterasu. You guys are light workers, 100%. Hey, Lightwork family, I'm so happy to have you here. So Amaterasu is the Japanese goddess of inner beauty. She is, again, the force of the rising sun. And she's represented on the Japanese flag as well. So this is absolutely gorgeous. It's this energy of coming back to life, of passion, but it's not like creativity like with group 1, although I feel that a lot of you are here from group 1. This is more about faith. a deep, unflinching faith in God, in the fact that you will have success, the fact that you will be carried to meet the people that you need to meet. You will have enough time and dedication and stamina to put effort into the achievement of your goals. I feel like you guys are very ambitious people. Of course, with Saturn energy here, you want it all, right? You want the beautiful home, the gorgeous family, the wonderful career, the prestige, the public legacy, the awards, the respect, the love. And you will get it, even if it might take longer than for other people for you to achieve it. But you have here a number of feminine deities, Amaterasu, Khadija, and Yi, who are keeping you steady on the path of your growth, and they're lighting it. It's like every time when you want to give up, optimism, hope, a miracle happens in your life. Somebody says something kind to you, or you're being supported, or you're being given a sum of money to encourage you to continue. Yeah, so you're a light bringer. And because you exchange this energy and you radiate it in your environment, it comes back to you. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So let's see right now, what are your protective angels, ancestors, and spirits right now? So, whoa! El Shaddai, the Radiant Lord. You guys, is there someone famous watching this right now? Because it's like, you radiate so much. Like, I need sunglasses, you know, to protect myself from your energy. Guys, wisdom, paternalism, kindness, the Radiant Lord. Wow, so he is the one that protects the light from dark demons, the darkness. He's kind of like a low-key ruler of heaven as well. And I wanted to say the protector against the forces of hell. But to be honest, I don't want to say something stupid. I don't really know that much about El Shaddai's myth. I'm still learning about a couple of these deities, guys. But there is such a wonderful, resplendent energy here. It's like, basically, this is the embodiment of light here. You see the wings, you see the wind of change. This energy of no matter what will happen to me, I will transform the pain into light, into wisdom, into love, into forgiveness, you know? There's almost a sense of Christ consciousness about you. So you guys can love other people to the point of self-sacrifice. You forget about yourself. There could be some very strong 12th house placements in your chart. Yeah, oh, I'm a little bit taken aback by this energy. Wow, you guys, comment down below and let me know, does this resonate with you? We have here Bina, the left eye of the tree of life in the Kabbalah, the Sephirot. So we have here knowledge. So this is about you acquiring so much in this lifetime. And I'm hearing encyclopedic knowledge. It's like you're a library of experiences. And not just the experiences that you've acquired in your life by coming in contact with other people. Wow, my voice went really strange there. You could be a polyglot. You could be speaking a lot of different languages as well. You might have been born bilingual, right? So you spoke 2 different languages in your family of origin, and you took longer than other kids to develop into speech. That's very normal for children that are learning 2 languages at the same time, because they've got like 2 vocabularies that they need to master, so it takes a bit longer. Anyway, so that's just a side note for some of you out there. This could apply, but it's like you love to learn. You acquire knowledge from books, from life experiences, from hearsay, right? From other people. There is this wonderful energy of you guys just being very open, like a sponge, absorbing knowledge. And this is why experiences that you go through can sometimes not affect you this much on an emotional level, because you often are in the role of the observer. It's like you've learned how to detach yourself from the experience of what is happening to you. And this can be protective sometimes. Usually people that have undergone trauma go through this, but it's protective. This detachment helps you cope. And then with the benefit of hindsight, you can analyze what happened, why it happened, and how to heal from it. Yeah. But I see very beautifully here, Bina. This is about internal guidance, turning within. The left side of your body could be quite significant. Some of you could be left-handed as well. We have here the Shaman of Stars. This is my favorite card in the Shaman's Oracle. So definitely starseed material. You guys are from another planet, honestly. Like, with so much light and with star energy here, you've got a protector from Orion. So that's the constellation that it is believed holds the key to the origins of life on Earth. Orion's belt can also be found, if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm not going to say that because I think it's a mistake. But there is the energy here of wanting to grow into many different directions at the same time. And I feel that this energy, this shaman, because the shaman is a medicine doctor, a medicine woman, so it's healing you from whatever wounds have happened to you. You heal yourself by learning, by acquiring knowledge, by absorbing facts and rationalizing your emotions helps you cope with trauma here on Earth. And I think that for the majority of you, being human feels weird. Being human feels like it's a traumatic experience in itself to be alive and to be aware of the fact that you're alive. So I have a feeling that most of you yearn to go back home, and home for most of you is somewhere up there in one of the constellations. I normally would consider that if you are born in a specific astrological sign, then usually your soul comes from the many different constellations that create that sun. So for example, I have a sun in Pisces, and there are a number of constellations in Pisces. For example, Cetus is a really important one, the giant sea monster, for example. And I think that my soul most definitely comes from one of the constellations that form Pisces. One of the stars as well. So we have here the Elder, okay? Again, Australia, Aboriginal Australia, yeah? So we had it here with the Elder, and we have it here with Yi. You come from a place that could potentially have ancestors in Australia or Aboriginal Australians. There is an energy here of being firmly attached to the land, preserving the energy of the land, working with the energy of the land. The land protects you, supports you, feeds you. Some of you might actually have fantasies of working your own land, having a farm, raising your own cattle, raising your own vegetables and fruits and herbs. In which case I strongly recommend that you do it, because I see that with these energies, you are meant to conserve plants. You are meant to do something environmentally positive, to leave a really important imprint on ecology here on Earth. Because your soul comes from the stars, you're meant to teach people around you that might not be of the same soul fabric as you, how to protect plants, how to work with solving problems of distributing food to people that are suffering at the moment from famine and malnourishment. You are meant to come up with really innovative ideas, and the Elder protects you regarding all matters that deal with soil, earth, nourishment, and food. So move beyond ancestral patterns. You're also breaking a lot of family curses and healing your bloodline in this lifetime. Whoa, no pressure, yeah? We have here as well Serapis Bey, so a past life in Egypt potentially. There is something about Egyptian lore, Egyptian mythology that pulls you in and speaks to you. And I most definitely think that you listen to Group 1, because we talked about Anubis and the land of Duat in Group 1. And I see that Serapis Bey appears here, the administrator, the king, the pharaoh. So we have here ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. You are the light. I feel that sometimes you might feel like you would like other people to shine a bright a light as you are back to you. But I mean, you are overwhelmingly bright. And I don't know if there are that many people like you. I mean, I'm really curious if this is going to resonate with the vast majority of you, because I feel like I'm speaking to some really gifted individuals here that have been in the dark for quite a while because they were trying to dim their light in order to fit in. Don't do that. Do yourself a favor and do humanity a favor and shine bright. Okay, Buttercup, shine bright. Now, let's see. The final cards show your animal spirits. So we have here the protective animal spirit for you is a bird spirit, the owl. This is gorgeous. It's such a harbinger of good news, a boon of abundance. It's like you open a treasure chest. This is Lakshmi energy, the goddess of prosperity, abundance, the arts, pleasure, everything that is good in life. So I feel like you are able to not only extract wisdom from pain and transmute energy, change them from positive into negative and vice versa if you want to, but you're also able to enjoy being in touch with this wisdom, for lack of a better way of putting it. You not only extract wisdom, but then you feel more at home here on earth based on the wisdom that you have acquired. That's why it's so important for you to learn to consume information. It's not just to develop your mind and to say, oh, I'm so intelligent, wow, go me. This is because it heals your heart. And it helps you feel more anchored and settled and grounded into this experience of being a cosmic soul, a star seed here on earth. Because at the beginning of your life, before the trauma and the lessons started to happen, I feel like you were like a little alien looking around you going like, where do I fit in? You know, I'm not like everyone else. You had this consciousness even from a very young age. And the lessons, the knowledge that you have acquired is keeping you grounded here. It's helping you appreciate life on earth with all its pains and sorrows, but in all its beauty and pleasure as well. So the owl, okay, owls, barn owls especially, they are your guiding spirits. When you see them, it's an indication that you're close to a spirit from home, yeah? Again, another energy of a bird. We have here the eagle. This is the two of acorns, insight and focus. Yeah, you can have eagle eye vision. You know, you can zoom in on the object of your desire or on your goal and truly focus until you achieve it. It's a phenomenal capacity to not only see the bigger picture, but also to hone in on what really matters. And the eagle is your protective energy in this incarnation, if you want to call it like that. And the final animal spirit that I have here for you, beaver spirit, and this is lay a solid foundation. Okay, a lot of you, in spite of the fact that you're cosmic souls, you could be here at your first incarnation. So you're learning so much about the experience of being human, being alive here on earth, on this 3D plane. And it's like everything you're learning, and that's why you're like a sponge for experiences. That's why a lot of intense things might happen to you, because you're not only meant to radiate light and shed the truth on what has happened, so take as many opportunities to speak up on what has been happening to you, to share information, to write about your experiences, but you're also meant to take those experiences, take that wisdom, and prepare a foundation for your soul. In the eventuality in which you will reincarnate, your soul already can remember certain experiences, can already feel more than I wanted to say see, but this is more about feel and experience certain deja vus, certain energies from the past life that you're creating in your current reality. Oh, I hope that wasn't too tangled. But basically you are preparing right now the ground in this incarnation for your future soul's awakening in the next incarnations that you guys will have. Does that make sense? The beaver spirit, in any case, speaks about a hardworking individual, okay? So it's kind of like it's a very Virgo energy to me, the beaver. It's very earthy, grounded, pragmatic, and likes to work, likes to please, likes to help other people. But whenever people make fun or they don't take the work seriously, the beaver just gives up and walks away towards somebody that can truly appreciate it. You know, there's that level of self-respect with Virgos that I really admire. Wow, so this is your group of protective energies. Group 2, you truly live up to your name. Saturn incarnated you for a very specific reason, so that you can radiate so much light in your environment. You are phenomenal, and I cannot wait to hear if this resonated with you. Keep in mind you're a powerful creator, guys, okay? So take this reading just as the draft, as the initial point. Do your own research, connect to these deities, say a prayer to them, create an altar for them, work with their magic in order to bring more magic into your life. Manifestation is a real thing, guys, okay? If you believe in it, it works for you. Okay, until next time, take great care, my beautiful light, my beautiful Saturn crew, and I'll see you next time. Ciao. Hey group 3, hey my darlings, welcome to a special pick a card reading on the topic of who are your protective spirits, angels, ancestors, divine feminine goddesses. We will look into all of these aspects in your reading today. This is for my gorgeous Jupiter crew. So those of you that were drawn to the super attractor itself, I mean, it's a super attractor, so of course you're drawn to it, ha ha ha. Anyway, bad joke aside, this is the energy of growth and expansion as I have it here represented from the Heavenly Bodies Astrology deck, linked in the description box below, because I feel that some of you are going to want to purchase this deck. So by the way, all the astrology and tarot decks that I use are always linked down below, and I tripped over my sentence. Anyway, picking things back up, Jupiter, the great benefic, the energy of good luck, the energy of living on a wing and a prayer, because all you need to do is just say yes and the energy works with you. It gives you exactly what you want, whatever you've been asking for. So be mindful what it is that you're wishing for. You are a fantastic manifester, and if you have a certain thought and it is aligned with your feeling, it can truly lead you to an action that can bring that circumstance in your life. So be mindful, keep it positive, keep it high, because you have the capacity in this lifetime to achieve a lot, to teach other people as well from your life experiences. So now, that being out of the way, let's find out who are your protective energies, who are, first of all, the goddesses, the feminine energies that are by your side in this period. So let's see. Lala, the saint of the spoken word. So a very gorgeous, wild child, free-spirited energy, a poetess, a person that was in touch with her body. She was not ashamed of her nakedness. Apparently, she is considered to have roamed around the world, wearing nothing but some sort of a scarf, like a loincloth on her body. And she was incredibly wild and liberated, not in a dark way like Lilith, for example. She wasn't communing with demons, but Lala was just marching to the beat of her own drum. You know, it's that energy of waking up one morning and saying, I'm stuck in my life. I need to break free. Yeah. So every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. Talk about your manifestation capacity. So be very mindful what you're thinking and what you're saying to the people in your life, because you can truly bring an outcome into being through what you are speaking. You could have Jupiter in the 3rd house, Jupiter in Sagittarius. You are incredibly powerful, especially through the commands you give, the words you say. I wish that I would win some money. Bing, check your bank account. I really hate you. Go away. Bing, that relationship got separated from you. That person is no longer speaking to you. They moved to another country. That's the kind of energy that I'm working with here. So wild and free. This is very much Sagittarius energy, Aquarius energy, Scorpio energy. This is don't fence me in attitude. And Lala walks with you on this path. I really like how she has here the bindi, right? This protective red energy, like the spot that reminds of the 3rd eye. There is also, or there are, better said, 3 white lines on her forehead to protect her. And I think they also symbolize earth, the earth element. We have here as well, whoa, beautiful energy, mnemosyne, the past. So you guys could be attracted to history. You could be attracted to genealogy, looking at your family tree. You might like to dig deep and investigate. I feel that you guys could love antiquities. You like museums. You like old artifacts. Some of you wanted to train as archaeologists when you were younger. Some of you actually have become archaeologists. Well done. But there is a love and passion here for old things, old-fashioned ways of living, traditional lifestyles. Or what is traditional actually? Because we tend to lump a lot of past things into traditional. But if you look across the decades, everything was constantly moving and improving. You know, the fashion of the 17th century and the lifestyle of people in France in the 17th century was very different from the lifestyle of people in Germany in the 19th century, right? So what is traditional? I think that you guys like to ask these big questions. And Mnemosyne is the goddess here that protects over these inquiries you might be making. Whenever you are looking down the past, whenever you're analyzing what has happened to you, where do you come from, who your ancestors were, you're tapping into the gorgeous energy of this goddess who is by your side, protecting you during these past forays. I would say that, for example, if you guys come to me and you ask for a past life reading, yes, I do offer those. Mnemosyne would have guided you towards me, yeah? So she might be working with my spirit crew as well. Let's see the next energy. We have here the goddess Eos, the goddess of light. I am so happy to see so much light in this reading. You guys have no idea, because I'm already feeling that ever since Christian Orthodox Easter, there is so much light in the collective. It's like it's returned. It makes me so happy because it's been so hard. The last months have been so difficult on a collective level. Saturn in Aquarius, the energy with which I'm filming this reading, even though it's timeless, has been drilling us so hard, and it's been difficult. It's been difficult to work. But now I feel like much better. And I feel that you are also under the protection of the Greek goddess of light, Eos. She is the one that brings in the light of day, yeah? And I feel, if I'm not mistaken, she comes together with the Zephyr, or one of the winds that appear, or the Zephyr is actually towards sundown. Anyway, I'm sorry about that, guys. I think I'm mistaking some things. This is what happens when I'm a little bit tired. But do some research on Eos. Find out who she was. Find out what is her role as a light worker in your life. I do see here that she's protecting you, and I feel that she's holding a torch for you, pushing you to continue on your path, even when you feel like, ugh, I can't be bothered anymore. What's the point? Well, Eos is here and saying, I'll give you a point, okay? I'll show you the purpose. I'll show you the meaning. Just keep on going. Don't stagnate, yeah? Now, let's see what angels, spirits, and ancestors you have walking with you. Whoa. Okay, are you ready? We have here Joan of Arc, the voice of truth. Some of you could be French, or you could you could have some links to Gauls. Gauls were the ancestors of the French people. So there is something here about fighting for your religious beliefs. Maybe you come from a line, an ancestral line that has to deal with massacres, being massacred or persecuted for your beliefs. You know, for example, like the Jewish were persecuted because they're Jewish. But I also feel here that maybe there was something here about the wars of the Huguenots. Yeah, Queen Margot, that kind of an era, right? Yeah, the red rose and the white rose. No, that was the War of the Roses. I'm picking up on so many British, English, and French energies here. Whoa, you guys, you're definitely history buffs. There is something happening here. I'm sure you guys are going to school me down in the comments below if I said anything wrong and I made a couple of mistakes in this reading, but feel free to comment down below and school me, please. I like brainiacs just like me. So Joan of Arc, you fight for what you believe in. You can be quite passionate for your beliefs. You really go to the deep end to defend your beliefs. And especially if you have Sagittarius energy in your chart, you are really a strong defender of your beliefs. Aquarians also behave in the same way. Although Joan of Arc, it is assumed that she was a sun in Capricorn. We have here, stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. So there is something quite ballsy and badassery about you. Badassery, that was wrong. I feel like you guys, you know, you roll with the punches. Even though you sometimes might make mistakes, you're like, that's okay, I'm gonna get up and keep on moving. And that's exactly what you should be doing. Perseverance is the name of the game. And Joan of Arc is the guiding energy that is helping you. My little fleur de lis. I have a feeling that fleur de lis, you know, the royal insignia, and also maybe calla lilies as well, are also symbols that Whenever you feel the fragrance of lilies around you, whenever you see a fleur-de-lis symbol, that's Joan of Arc winking at you and letting you know that you need to stand strong, you need to be firm, you need to defend your beliefs. This is the moment. Do it, you know? So pay attention to these signs. Your guardian energies and spirits are speaking through these energies. And also, of course, whenever you see an image of her, whenever you see a sword, her armor, anything that reminds you of her, that's a very clear indication that she's by your side, winking at you, helping you to persevere and be determined. Even if whatever you might believe in could be ridiculed by other people, you need to believe in it and you need to uphold it. We have here the trader. Wow, again, Sagittarius energy. Oh my God, Jupiter, Sagittarius energy, you guys. So we have here exchange energy to create abundance. Some of you could have a really beautiful, flowing, highly spiritual energy, Jupiter conjunct Neptune, natally in your chart, like Elon Musk has it. So this is the energy of downloading things from the ether at rapid speed, manifesting, co-creating with the divine really quickly. Great inventors have that. And I feel that here you are very aware of energy exchanges, and if you're not, you're about to become incredibly aware of them, because I feel it's part of your life path, it's part of your destiny to understand how the law of abundance works, how the law of attraction, how the law of assumption work. All of these spiritual laws, you need to, I'm kind of getting the sense that you guys will even grow into seeing energy at some point, seeing strands of energy. You're going to start seeing people's auras. 1111, when I said that. There we go. Manifestation, baby. So you might be picking up on all of these different aspects, okay? You're going to see people's aura. You're going to see spirits with the corners of your eyes. And I feel that even when you walk into certain spaces, like boom, you're going to feel temperature changes. You're just going to pick up on certain things. You know, you might be very good channelers and mediums as well. So don't be afraid of your natural skills. Learn to work with them because you have a gift to give to the world. Okay, and the trader is here to protect you. I feel that especially when you travel, you are protected from conflict, from accidents, from people that might want to steal from you, from thieves, and people that just want to deceive you, basically. Yeah, so don't be afraid to travel. I feel like it's part of your destiny to travel and to share knowledge with other people, to exchange energy. That could also mean sexually, okay? You might be you might be courted by more than one individual in your lifetime, okay? You could be a little bit of a heartbreaker in love. So we have here the Shaman of Loss, and you got another card. It wouldn't stop popping up. It popped 3 times. I put it back in the deck. I thought it was a mistake. It popped once, and then again, I was like, okay, this is like Spirit is saying, yo, pick this up. Group 3 needs to hear it. And I'm so happy I did, because I haven't seen the cards and I wasn't aware that you have so many Jupiterian energies. The Journeyer and the Trader. Wow. It's like your ancestors or the spirits around you were part of the Guild of Merchants, like in ancient, like in the Dutch kingdom, right? In ancient Holland, or how do you call it? Flanders, right? Flemish land. There is a feeling here that you're involved in selling goods, in receiving goods, in trading them, crafting them. I feel that you might have had some spirits that died on boats, that died during the exploration of new worlds, as for example, North America was being explored, or South America as well. I'm getting that a majority of you have South American ancestry that chose this group, but then again, I'm reading for a large collective here, guys, so not everything applies. I have a feeling that the Journeyer is helping you heal your heart from whatever losses you have suffered in your life. You get to heal your heart by moving your body. Yeah, very differently than group 2 that got to heal their heart by learning and by acquiring knowledge. You get to heal your heart by moving your body. You have to travel far and wide. You have to come in contact with many different cultures, because it's part of your dharma. First of all, the destiny, the direction where your life's responsibility is taking you in this incarnation. But it's also because you need to heal your heart. You need to let go of loss. You need to let go of pain. So you have a shaman, a medicine woman, a medicine man, a doctor energy around you that is putting ointments on your heart as you are traveling and seeing new vistas, as you're putting your feet in the ocean, as you're climbing a mountain, as you're eating some sort of food from a different culture than yours, and spending some time in a campfire with people that come from a completely different place than you and speak a completely different dialect than you. Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm hearing Igbo tribes in Africa. Maybe some of you resonate with that. I need to say it, yeah? So you might be healing something related to that. If I'm not mistaken, the Igbo people were heavily persecuted recently. So my heart goes out to them. God bless them, you know. Crazy times we live in. We have here as well the ageless, the light in the darkness. Healing, graciousness, and acceptance. So there is a very mysterious energy around you. This could be the spirit of a dead aunt, a dead grandmother, or even a mother that passed away. For some of you, this could resonate quite intimately as being a mother figure. So there is a feminine shadowy energy. She doesn't come too close to you, but she kind of floats around you. She appears in the very awkward, strange moments of your life. Like, for example, when you're in preparation for an exam, or when you're preparing for a competition, or when you're about to board the plane and she watches over you. You might have seen the spirit, you might have come in contact. She usually appears in your mirror, but make sure not to scare yourself by staring at the mirror at home and imagining things. I'm just saying, for those of you that know what I'm talking about, those of you that already see things beyond the veil, this is the woman that you've been seeing, okay? And she's not a negative energy. She's here to guard you and protect you. Look at the light that she's holding. And she has the staff, almost like a very caring, protective shepherdess, right? Tending to her flock of sheep, making sure that the big bad wolf doesn't come to eat them. This is the energy, the ageless, a person that has been with you for a very, very long time. And look, speaking of a long time, we also have Netza. Netza is the energy, one of the many energies of the Sephirot, the tree of life in the Kabbalah. And it actually says here, endurance. So you see how this gorgeous, gorgeous emanation from the tree of life holds the globe of the earth. This is about responsibility. You could be a person that enjoys overburdening yourself with a lot of responsibilities. It's like, I've got so much work to do, but sure, I'll help plan your wedding. Sure, I'll pay your bills. Sure, I'll take care of your relationship. So I think that you guys tend to say yes to far too many things, when in reality, it would do you well to just take some time to rest and deburden yourself from all those responsibilities that you like to pack your life with. I feel that you guys could be a very strong busy bee kind of character, yeah? These are my Virgos. These are my Capricorns. I'm getting a strong sense that you guys could be Geminis as well. And you like to be determined. I feel that behind a very friendly, resourceful facade that you tend to craft, your public image that comes out on social media or at work, there is a steel-like determination to achieve your goals. And I have a feeling that sometimes life can really bring you down, guys, because it feels almost like Atlas, you know, you're holding the world on your shoulder. Netza, it's a lot about effort. So you might have been put through situations where you had to prove your stamina. You know, how long can you keep doing this? For how long, or how long will this project take until I finish it? I want to prove myself that I can keep working in this profession for 10 more years, you know? I'm going to stick it through with this connection. I'm not going to give up on this person, even though it might have been long gone. You know, that moment when you had to separate and say goodbye to your partner. Netza has been keeping you in certain karmic connections. We had this energy with group 2 as well. No, sorry, with group 1, with Anubis. Netza has been keeping you in connections where you felt almost like possessed by a spirit of determination. It's like, I need to make this happen. That was your karma. You had to burn through that karma. And I feel like a lot of you felt a deep sense of sorrow when you had to say goodbye to that person, that project. I feel a lot of you invested a lot of years into a connection that never led to marriage, or into a career that never bore its fruits, basically. It never gave you any rewards for all that hard work. It just gave you pain and hardship. but that pain taught you so much. And the shaman of loss is by your side, healing your beautiful heart. And Netza kept you tied to these karmic connections only for you to learn a lot of lessons. And then it released you, okay? Eventually, you're going to have to drop the weight of the world from your shoulders. And the best way to do so and to move this energy is to travel. And now, the final cards that I have here for you, your animal spirits. Wow, the busy bee. What was I saying? So much heart energy. You want to help. You want to be resourceful. I feel that a lot of you feel like the hostess with the mostest, you know, and because you have this abundant mentality, again, you're my Jupiter crew. You know that you have a lot. You know that a lot will come to you. You know that you can create a lot. So why not help other people that have so little or that are not so good at understanding the law of prosperity? Well, because from time to time you need to understand healthy boundary setting so that you don't crumble under the weight of all these obligations that you have said yes to, when in reality all you needed to do is to fall back into the arms of the ageless and rest. Yeah. So bring light into your life, much like you like to bring light into other people's energies. We have here as well, yeah, you have to be grateful for everything you have achieved so far. Gratitude, fulfillment, 9 of shells, the imperial penguin. Be grateful for everything you have in your life so far. I feel like some of you could feel a little bit restless from time to time. The trader and the journeyer could be giving you a case of cabin fever. You might be wondering, could there be better? Can I do more? Is the grass greener in another country? But I have the feeling that appreciating what you already have, it's going to help you commit to things, because as you guys know, these little beautiful penguins, they mate for life, yeah, and they're very protective of their families. So there is an energy here of needing to commit to whatever it is that you like to fight for. Remember, Joan of Arc. And the final card actually seals the deal for me, because I can see it very clearly here that you've got a rhino spirit as your protective force. And what does a rhino do? Well, they put their horn forward and they push through. We have here overcome any obstacle, similar to, I think it was group 1 that had the elephant, Ganesha energy. Well, I see here that you have rhino energy. Some of you could have African ancestry. I don't know why, but a lot of like African references came up for you today. And I do see here that we have the goddess Mnemosyne guarding over you. But you don't have to be necessarily African or have African roots. It's just for some of you. I do see here that you're incredibly determined. You've got such a strong, like a willpower of steel. Yeah, like you're so determined to achieve your goals, and you will achieve them. Nothing can stand in your way. Maybe just the fact that you have a body which will decay in time, and the fact that, you know, time can also deplete you of life force, but that's natural. And just learning to be grateful for your experiences, learning to work with this energy is what's going to give you a lot of inner peace in your life. Yeah, so you have such beautiful, beautiful spiritual energies. I hope that this clarifies a little bit who your spirit guides are. I see that you've got a phenomenal group here of wild souls, wild spirits, but also committed and determined energies. So feel free to pray to them, feel free to create altars for them, and do your own research as well regarding some of the energies you've heard here. If you stayed with me until the end, thank you so much for listening. Please make sure to try Keen, the wonderful offer that they have at the moment, the first 10 minutes for just $1.99, and you can use the link that I placed right underneath this description box. Trykeen.com/spiritual social. Until next time, bye my crew.